A policewoman disguised as an air hostess walks Sang-Hyun down the street just to draw out a repeat offender who has recently been taking photos, but her male colleague was eating. Suddenly, ink spilled on the policewoman's stockings. She rushes to inform her colleague that the culprit has appeared. In the midst of the chaos, the police officers caught a man in black. He shook his pen and spilled ink on the policewoman's chest. The policewoman was so angry that she grabbed a rubbish bin and started violent law enforcement. Soon the policewoman Lily was scolded by her superiors for arresting the wrong person. But even more violent than her is her sister-in-law Mary. The male colleague was about to explain when Mary shouted at him, because the man Lily beat up was her own brother. Mary used to be an excellent policewoman, married and had a child, unwilling to retire to the second line, working as a letter to the Office of Clerical Work for the first time. As a criminal police sister-in-law, she is a face of disdain. Due to repeated offenses, Lily was transferred to the petition department, where she was reprimanded by her sister-in-law. At that moment, a college girl walked in. Mary greeted her warmly, but the girl was terrified. She said she wanted to report a crime, but was suddenly frightened by some noisy men. The girl ran out of the hall in a panic. Mary realized there was more to it than meets the eye. She grabbed the girl's mobile phone and chased after her. A passing truck knocked the girl to the ground. After investigating, they found that the girl had been secretly filmed in a private video with a note that the full version would be released online when it reached 30,000 likes. There have been many previous cases of girls getting killed because of this. From the girls' classmates, they learned that they had been to a nightclub and had contact with a man called Jack. They specialize in imported perfumes. That night she went out to take a call, and when she came back her best friend Lisa was gone. In order to prevent more girls from being killed, the cynical policewomen decided to solve the case before the video came out. Karen, the hacker extraordinaire, started her investigation immediately. She worked on the computer and finally found the location of the culprit. Policewoman Lily went to a dark hotel and asked the owner if he had seen any strange guests, but the owner said every guest looked strange. At that moment, a man with a shapely waist and hips came out of the lift. The policewoman says she's investigating a repeat offender for taking photographs. The man behind her was so scared that he dropped a camera. The boss said it's popular to use pin-like objects to take photos that are hard to detect. When the man bent down to pick up something, he accidentally dropped a pen. The boss said there was even a camera for glasses. Several pairs of glasses then fell out from the man's body. The boss continues to say that button cameras may also be invented. Buttons are then spilled all over the man's body. As the man dropped more and more things, this is a naked recidivist. Lily immediately chased after him. The panicked man was knocked over by a car and continued to run away, soon disappearing without a trace. When Lily was exhausted, Mary arrived at the scene with a calm face on her balance bike. She wanted to personally teach her sister-in-law to catch criminals without violence. She came next to the criminal and scared him for a moment. Then she jumped on him. She was about to grab his hair when she was startled. I didn't realize that the criminal was Mary's oldest habitual criminal. She had arrested him herself more than 10 years ago. At that time, the gangster was extremely arrogant. Mary poured out 5 bullets and loaded another one and played roulette with him. After one empty round, she scared him to his knees. It was Mary's bravery that attracted the attention of the siblings. The elder brother fell in love with Mary, and Lily became a police officer. They learned from the gangsters that there is a new kind of contraband in nightclubs called magic perfume. If you spray it on, you faint immediately and wake up after 30 minutes. They heard that this perfume is sold in a tattoo parlor owned by a foreigner. The two of them rushed to the place right away. To look more relaxed, they changed into Hawaiian flower shirts. But the owner's English was a real problem. Lily said they wanted magic perfume. The owner looked like he didn't understand. Mary showed them some hand gestures in front of the owner. The boss still doesn't get it, despite Mary's vocal demonstration. But the boss was still indifferent, so Lily climbed up to the tattoo table. She was terrified. Mary said she would stop him. At the last moment when the boss was about to put the needle down, Lily rushed to say she wanted the magic perfume. Finally, the boss had an epiphany, but then he took out a bottle of air freshener, and her sister-in-law's waist was tattooed with the 3 blinding letters of FBI. Despite Mary's constant consoling, she couldn't soothe Lily's sadness. What's even worse is that another tattoo parlor appeared on the opposite side of the street. So this is the tattoo parlor they were looking for. However, the owner of this place was very enthusiastic and said that he was going to fetch perfume for the two of them. Just when they thought they had done it, a group of thugs came out. It turned out that their identity as police officers had already been exposed. They wanted to kill them. Lily was so smart that she quickly doused the power supply. In the chaos, the sound of a gunshot rang out. So it was Mary who fired the gun, but they were taken to the police station. Because Mary, as a civilian, was not qualified to shoot, luckily, their colleagues at the police station bailed them out. On the other hand, Karen suddenly found out that the target was in a nightclub. The two of them rushed there. Lily realized that they were dressed in an unusual way. The women let their hair down and straightened their oversized shirts. But Mary, always confident, didn't care, saying she was glamorous. But just as Mary got to the end of the queue, she was stopped by security. The security guard said, "Auntie is too old to enter." Mary refused, saying she was 18 years old. "What are you looking at?" The security guard told her to go to the KTV next door. She had no choice but to go into the shop alone. With her keen observation, she soon spotted her target Jack. Mary, who stayed behind, spotted a group of college students. Worried that the students were in danger, she grabbed the balloon, untied it, and started to inhale. Her action caused everyone to laugh. Meanwhile, Jack receives news that their tattoo parlor has been spotted by two policewomen wearing flowery shirts. Unaware of this, Lily is still approaching Jack. Jack uses a trick to chat her up, and seeing the tattoo on her waist, he uses perfume to knock her out. Mary, who was waiting outside, was stopped by someone. He watched his sister-in-law being taken away. She knocked down a few people sharply and started to run wildly after the car. Luckily, her husband arrived in time. He took Mary and started to chase after her. They put Lily on the lab bed, ready to give the policewoman a taste of freshly concocted contraband. Mary's husband rushes in just in time, but the other guy dodges him. Angry at the interruption, the gangsters went after Mary. Mary is an expert in sparring, but she was no match for Jack's brutality. After a few moves, Mary was outmatched. His men warned Jack not to waste time. This place has been exposed, and they need to leave as soon as possible. So they tied them to a metal cabinet and set fire to the warehouse. The three of them fought desperately to untie the ropes. At the last moment of the warehouse explosion, they finally escaped. Looking at the victimless college student on the hospital bed, Lily returned to the police station in anger, but her colleagues were still celebrating their promotions and raises. Lily slammed her handcuffs on the TV. The offenders were on the run, but the officers were celebrating. She angrily asked them what it meant to be a police officer. Just then, the superior finally woke up after 2 days and nights of sleep. Shamefully, he took full responsibility and immediately started dispatching for the arrest of the suspects. On the other hand, Mary's superior suddenly handed her the handcuffs and told her to arrest the culprits. This time, the two of them finally gained the full support of the police force. They tracked Jack's location with the system's all-round tracking. Lily cut off Jack's path with a kick of the accelerator. Jack made a quick U-turn and started driving against the traffic. He drove straight into a crowded neighborhood, with no regard for the safety of the people on the road. And they followed him. As Jack drove like a wind, the car was finally stopped. He fled into a shopping center. It's rush hour. Lily's search stalled. However, the net of justice was wide open. Mary intercepted Jack's way. Jack, at the end of his rope, ignored the onlookers and punched and kicked a woman. Luckily, Lily arrived in time and knocked Jack to the ground. But Jack pulled out a dagger and abducted Mary. Lily took a shot at him. Then she poured out for bullets and stuffed one into it. She followed her sister-in-law's example and played the roulette wheel of life against Jack. The man panicked instantly. Suddenly, she threw the pistol to her sister-in-law. The elder brother suddenly rushed out and was hit in the back of the head by the thrown pistol. Lily took the opportunity to kick the dagger out of the man's hand. Mary knocked the man to the ground. The vicious Jack is finally subdued. This is the 2019 Korean action film, Girl Cops. This film is based on the horrific incident of clandestine filming of women in South Korea. Because of the large number of websites that hide outside the country and the number of netizens who use them for fun, clandestine filming is rampant in South Korea, and it has never stopped. The film is about two female police officers, who are also women, who fight tirelessly to protect women's safety. They hope that society will give men and women the same respect, equality, and love. I am BullDog Movie. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.